Good morning. Rev here this morning. It is Saturday, July the 2nd. Hope you're safe and well and blessed. A quick reminder that services tomorrow in person, Verdun, 9 o'clock, 10:30 in Girard, and then also online at 10:30 from Girard. If we have issues again with the internet, we will redo it like I had to do last week, and we'll make sure that the service gets on one way or the other. I am reading this morning from Exodus, still in Exodus chapter 20. I'm going to read the first 4 verses. And God spoke all these words. I am the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourselves an idol in the form of anything in heaven above, or on earth beneath, or in the waters below. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. When you were growing up at home, who made the rules? Mom or Dad? Well, actually, in my case, it was both. But the enforcer was Dad. Mom did what she could for as long as she could, but there finally came a time when she just wasn't nearly as effective as Dad was, and so Mom kind of turned into the mediator. When I got in serious trouble and got grounded for a really long period of time, which happened frequently enough, Mom didn't get me out of it, but she could always kind of get the sentence lessened somewhat. But the rules that were set up for us were to be followed. It was that simple. And if we didn't, well, there were consequences. It didn't matter if friends came over or what, whatever came up. If we were told to do something, we were expected to do it. Dad's law at home came first. God says this morning, you shall have no other gods before me. He demands first place in our lives. God will not play second fiddle to anyone or to anything. Jesus even said in Matthew chapter 4, verse 10, he said, worship the Lord your God and serve him only. There are to be no rivals. And you can sum it up in one word: priority. God wants to be the priority in your life, not just one among many. The priority in your life should be God. You see, he wants to be president, not just a resident in your life. Excuse me. And sometimes this is hard for us to take. It's hard to put God before ourselves. And sometimes it's hard for us to put God before our family. In her book, My Memories of Ike, Mamie Eisenhower tells why General Dwight D. Eisenhower, why he was such a great leader. And it was because of the love and his loyalty to his country. She said, I learned early in our married life about his single-minded devotion to America. And in their first home, which was an apartment in Fort Sam, Houston, in San Antonio, Texas, he kept his gear packed and ready for action at all times. And after they'd been married for only a month, Ike was given a new assignment and announced to Mamie that he must leave her for the time being. And she said to him, Ike, you're not going to leave me this soon after our wedding day, are you? And he put his arm around her and he said to her gently, he said, Mamie, there's one thing you must understand. My country comes first and always will. You come second. Is God first in your life above all else? Is he the president of your life, or is he just a resident in your heart? I mean, it's so easy to let money or fame or work or pleasure become our gods. Nobody sets out with the intention of worshiping these things. But by the amount of time and energy we devote to them, they can grow into gods and ultimately control our thoughts and our energies. Letting God hold the central place in our lives, it keeps these things from turning into gods. There's a throne room in your heart with only one throne. Who's sitting on it? Is it a God that can't satisfy the needs and yearnings of your heart? Or is it the one who has the power to provide all needs, physical and spiritual? Who is it that sits on your throne room in your heart? God wants to be, and he deserves to be, first in your life. Is he president, or is he just a resident? I'm Pastor Mark. Love you guys. Be safe, be well, be blessed, be strong. I will see you tomorrow in worship.